your earnings. If you want better rates and better returns on your money, stop by and see us today at Coffee Bank and Trust, a division of Coffee County Bank, member FDIC.
Planning a move? McMinnville Moving and Storage has been trusted for over 60 years. Licensed, insured, and offering free quotes. Visit us at McMinnvilleMoving.com today. McMinnville Moving and Storage. Moving your past to your future.
In the news, Nina Jean Judkins, age 45, and David Zeb Day Alexander, age 54, appeared in court on Tuesday for arraignment on charges of criminal homicide and abuse of a corpse. Both appeared via Zoom from the Warren County Jail and were assigned legal representation. Due to the conflicts of interest, a local attorney was appointed for Judkins while Alexander stayed with the public defender. The charges stem from a March 14th incident where the pair allegedly confessed to killing 56-year-old Bruce Allen Morton and hiding his body under a mattress. A preliminary hearing is set for April the 29th. Both remain in jail with bonds set at $1.6 million. The Warren County Middle School Pioneers won 3-2 against Sparta. The team scored 3 runs in the 7th inning, with Boone Gannon tying the game and Hector Norito scoring the winning run. For more info on these stories, subscribe to the Main Street Journal, www.mainstreetjournal.llc. With the news, I'm Tisha Emberton.
Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension care teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 38 with a calm wind. Thursday will be sunny skies with a high near 69, calm wind becoming south around 5 miles per hour. Fun fact, dandelions are like tiny time travelers. Their bright yellow blooms represent the sun. Their fluffy white seed heads look like the moon. And when the wind carries their seeds away, it's like little stars drifting through the air. Some even call them wishing flowers. Until next time, keep shining. This is Tisha with your weather.
Don't stop. Keep dancing.
You ain't got yours on?
No, I didn't. Dance all night.
Hello and welcome to the Warren County Sports Authority radio show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. I am Jeff Simmons, and I'm joined, as always, by the coach, Chris Sullins.
What's up?
The usual.
And Trevor Evans.
Nice stash. I appreciate you trying to copy me.
Oh, man. Are we going to fight? Do we want to start that right now, right off the bat?
Yeah.
I ain't scared.
You ain't scared?
Andy Reid right off the bat.
I did get called the walrus at work earlier this week.
Somebody called him Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley got that one as well. We had a lot of different things. Dandelions are like the tiny time travelers. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Somebody else
heard that too.
Everybody else
I
has
learned
done
a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to listen to Hey Tim or whatever.
Hey, Hitchcock.
Yeah, Hey Hitchcock.
Yeah, man. I did get in there. Hey, did you see that, Connor? I did get in there in the comment section.
I saw the sheep.
Sent the sheep.
Yeah.
Did you see my message back?
No, I did not see it.
I made the sheep automatopoeia.
Oh, man. Well, hey, guys, we got a good show lined up for everybody. Maybe a great show.
We got a good show.
Yeah.
It's fixed to be a great show.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and any great show
Yeah.
with the Warren County Sports Authority always starts the same way. And where do we start at, Trev?
Last week rewind.
We start with the last week rewind, so make sure that everybody is ready to know that last week rewind. Pleased to announce that Blue Line Lawn Care and Pressure Washing is sponsoring the last week rewind. Matt Brown does an excellent job and provides business and residential services in Warren County and in DeKalb County. He's licensed and insured and can provide a free estimate if you give him a call at 931-808-3427. We're always happy to be in business and supporting the Thin Blue Line.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you right now, last week rewind, Sullins, you got something to get off your chest right now?
I got something to get off my chest
This
right
guy.
now.
I was wondering.
And I've been told that we could, at this moment, have the University of Tennessee basketball team watching this. So we appreciate that,
Yeah.
Trail.
We do.
Just want to let everybody know that our boy Mayshak came through got to the Sweet 16.
We there, baby.
From what Trevor was saying last week, it looked like Georgia was trying to imitate
They were.
Meshack with that 3-point barrage
Yeah.
that they put in 8 minutes. That
Ooh,
was
it was
pretty
it was
impressive.
bad.
Yeah, Trev, what happened? Where's Georgia at? Because I'm gonna be watching Tennessee in the Sweet 16 on Friday.
I think they might have stayed in Athens, man. I don't know.
Hey,
what
these
happened.
guys are traveling to Indy right now.
That's good,
Oh,
good.
hey, and they're listening, from my
Hey,
understanding.
good for them.
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
That's
all
nothing.
he's got.
All those shots fired last
I
week.
mean,
What you want me to say, man? My point's still proven. I didn't say they were terrible or any of that. I just said they struggled to score. If you look at the point averages, that's not a shot at any one particular person or anything like that.
they're not coming to your house tonight. They're going. To
I
Indy.
mean, hey,
Yeah,
hey, it's happened before, but
Yeah, people show up occasionally. Yeah, but you're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me that if Meshack's listening right now,
and he is.
that you're not going to apologize for the slanderous tone that you took to his shooting skills last week.
You know what? I will apologize. I'm sorry. I could have worded that better.
Oh, yeah. What was it? I don't think you should be a starting starting
You
guard in
can't
the
be
SEC.
a starting guard in the SEC.
Oh,
Did
man.
you know it was coming? Did you know?
I didn't notice you had your jacket zipped all the way up. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, hey, I'll tell you.
I thought it was in Jeff's house. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm pumped up.
Yes.
about it. I will say this. Brett is threatened to pull all the Mud Bum sponsorships of here at the radio station on Monday because in the Simmons 6 that I do on Monday mornings, I did not mention that, hey, our Lady Vols and our Vols are both in the Sweet 16. And, oh, by the way, our number one baseball team beat Alabama 2 out of 3 because I didn't put that in the Simmons 6. I said, hey, man, I got a sports show on Wednesday night, and I knew that there might be something special.
You thought something was coming?
I kind of felt like Chris was going to make a point.
It's
I
funny that
I knew something was coming. I didn't know what was coming.
it was funny you bring it up, Jeff, because I actually had and that clip did a pretty good job of spreading all over.
I've
I got
heard-
call after call after call about that clip.
Yep.
I actually had somebody that actually said this, and Coach Wood, you know I love you, so please don't fire him. I had somebody tell me this. I was going to change my insurance to Farm Bureau, but now I don't know.
Oh,
no.
my gosh.
I mean, I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
Trev, avoid disaster, man.
Yeah, hey, come, stop by and see us. We got some nice Farm Bureau Orange Tennessee hats. We can hook you up. I'm not gonna wear one, but you sure can.
But those Vols that are on that plane or getting ready to load that plane that may be watching this right now, hey, congratulations.
No doubt.
Good luck.
Yes.
We're all rooting for you. Ziegler, go do what you do. Meshack, go do what you do. And Flamethrower, Lanier, flick that bad boy.
him up.
Let's get by the
Yeah, hey.
Cats come Friday night.
Yes.
Let's go.
I've already had Kentucky fans. Tennessee going to take it easy on us. I'm like, don't y'all dare.
Yeah, don't go there.
Don't y'all dare, y'all Kentucky fans. You elitist fans all the time want to talk all kinds of trash, and now it's like, oh, poor pitiful Kentucky's got to play juggernaut Tennessee. I'll tell you this much. I hope it is. I hope it. I hope it's a bloodbath. Let's go Vols.
Yeah, hey, go Vols. Y'all can clip.
Hey.
Y'all can clip that.
Oh, he went go Vols. That a boy.
There's not a camera on me right now, but if Tennessee advances and beats Kentucky, I'll wear a Tennessee shirt next week.
Okay.
Hey, you can wear this one next week. if you
Okay,
want to.
all right, I will.
He may personally sign it for
Yeah,
you
he could.
with a message on the back.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
one of our commenters says if he's listening or if the team's listening, they need to take what Kentucky's guard said extremely personal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you read that?
A little bit more personal than what our boy Trey said over
please.
here, okay?
Yeah, but hey, I'll tell you right now, Meshack, Ziegler, I mean, hey, all those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Belichick,
Go get it.
Akpar, let's box them out. Let's run them off the 3-point line. Let's bury them. I'm ready. I want to see it.
Go get it.
Go get it, man.
Kill the Pope. Kill the Pope.
You trying to get put on the watch
Yep.
list, man?
Yeah, kill the Pope, man. Want the smoke flying at the Vatican. Up there in Lexington.
Oh man, hot take alert! Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. That's going to lead us into our first break. But now, yeah, I knew that we were going to get started. I knew we were going to get started off a hot start today on the Warren County Sports Authority radio show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. We'll be back after the break.
Hi, we're your weather girl. And have we got news for you? You better listen. Get ready, all you lonely girls, and leave those umbrellas at home. All right.
It's rising.
Rising.
I'm just getting low.
How low, girl?
McMinnville, are you ready? Pioneer Building Supply is throwing back to the grooviest decade with a far-out 1970s retro event the week of April the 1st. Dig out your bell-bottoms and platform shoes because it's going to be a blast from the past. We're your one-stop shop for lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a major renovation or just need a few materials, we've got you covered. Stop by and see us at 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250 in McMinnville, or give us a call at 931-473-7777. Our friendly team is ready to help you with your next project. Since 1975, we've been the name you trust. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Pioneer Building Supply, where good business make good friends.
Pioneer Building Supply.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh, made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Have you been on the fence about buying a new home? Meadows Homes of McMinnville is the largest independent retailer in the state of Tennessee, and the selection of homes is great. Great deals, great savings, great time to buy. Stop by and see the friendly folks at Meadows Homes of McMinnville, located at 4651 Manchester Highway, or visit us on the web at meadowshomes.com.
Meadows Homes, where great deals happen every day.
Where can you go to spend some quality up-close and personal time alone with none other than 3 Star Cinema? Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing this week, Last Breath rated PG-13, Snow White rated PG, Novocaine rated R, Captain America Brave New World rated PG-13, and Paddington in Peru rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
Hello, Rhonda Walker here with Citizens Tri-County Bank. If you have mortgage needs and are looking for someone who will work hard for you, please stop by and see me. We offer conventional as well as all types of government loans, VA, FHA, and rural development. And if your work hours make it hard to visit us in person, we have a mobile app we can share with you so you can apply anytime, even nights or on the weekend. Just give us a call and we'll promptly make our mobile app available to you. We are a community bank that cares about personal relationships, and we want to get to know you, whether we do it in person or online. Member FDIC, an equal opportunity lender.
Knock them up, sons.
What do you say?
Sullins didn't even have his headphones.
He didn't have his headphones on,
He
man.
missed it.
He said something about mic it up.
Nah, man, you should have.
Trev's wrecked.
Trev wrecked.
You didn't hear that one? I heard it this morning, so I knew it was coming.
No, I didn't. I didn't hear that this morning.
Yeah.
It was the turn down for what? And then right when the beat was about to drop, it was that meme, and it went, "My name's Jeff."
I gotta hear that.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back with it in OT. But guys, let's just go ahead and cue this one up. Trev,
let's go ahead, man.
Man, you got you.
It's a hot start for me.
You had you were off to a hot start. You got buried in that first segment a little bit.
No doubt.
Jamal Meshack is looking up your address as we speak. When he gets back,
It's not hard to find.
But from once he gets done in Indy, and before he gets to San Antonio, he's going to come find you. That'll be sometime next week. But for that being said, let's talk a little bit about Trev's TNT Power Broker of the Week, and that is sponsored by Napa of McMinnville. You know, as we've gotten to spring, and that means one thing: you're going to be out on the road with some wind in your hair, but you got to have a clean car.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah.
shined
Have
up,
a
man.
shined up clean car.
Springtime, man.
Well, who has all the cleaning accessories?
People over at Napa, man, go
Napa
see
and
them.
Minville. 1,000%. So, hey, we were going to shout out our guy Thomas Smith over at Napa and Minville. If you want to go and get your car cleaned or detailed or anything like that, he's got all the tools that you need and all the cleaning supplies that you need over there on 236 Burspa Highway. And you can reach them at 931-474-6272. All right, Trev.
Hey, this week was easy for me. The Pioneer baseball team last night beat Coffee County. They were down 2 late and made a comeback. Coffee County had rang off 9 straight wins before this game and beat them the night before. So to come back with a quick turnaround and put a W for the first home district win of the year, I believe.
Yep.
Hey, Pioneer baseball, man, go get it.
It was also the first home district game of the year.
Oh,
too.
okay.
So,
Well, hey,
yeah. But hey,
it's good to start off with a win.
it's a lot better than starting off with a loss.
Especially to Coffee County. Anytime you can put a W next to Coffee County, man, it's a good year.
I was absolutely shocked that I got a message in the 7th inning of that baseball game, and Sullins was messaging me about it. He said, "Hey, man, this baseball game."
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Sullins is a man." I was like, "Sullins has truly become a complete man of the people when it comes to Warren County." I mean, he's watching everything. In fact, I'm pretty sure he was checking his phone during the break to check out Star 107 or maybe because we got Jeff Lee and
softball.
We got Jeff Lee and Jay Walker on the other
softball
thing
as
doing
we speak.
softball. Yeah, then that's their first home game.
Yep.
That's their first home game of the year.
Really?
Yeah, they hadn't played a home game yet.
It's a lot of travel the first 2 weeks.
Yeah,
That's
I think it's their
tough.
10th game.
That's
and it's
whoa.
the first one of the year that's at home.
That's tough.
I know. Yep. So I mean, but Sullins, man, what do you think of the baseball game? It got a little sloppy there at the end.
I thought it started around 6.
I can tell you what he thought.
And about 9 or 9:30, I was thinking, hey, let's get this thing over
Yep.
with. And when bases were loaded,
Oh,
and you're thinking, please don't tie this thing up. I mean, that's another 30 minutes at least. But hey, big time win for our baseball program, Coach King and his staff, and they've got a young baseball team. It's a lot of new fresh faces, and it seems that they're playing a little bit better than maybe some people had thought at this time. So, and anytime you get a split in the district, you got to make sure that you win your home games, no matter what sport that you're in, and they did that last night. So, congratulations to them. I enjoyed listening to it. Ryder Gillespie,
Yeah.
got the save or win last night.
Yeah.
Proud of those guys.
It was actually funny. Hey, shout out to the Main Street Journal. We had the story up for the game recap right after the game. I think it was within 20 minutes of the game ending. We had that up there. But I put up another story today because I was like, hey, there's more. There was meat left on the bone. I had to go back to it. You can look up the Viking Classic schedule for the Pioneers. They're going to be playing this weekend on Friday and Saturday. A couple games in Tullahoma on Friday. They're going to be played at Cascade on Saturday. And you can find that full schedule on the Main Street Journal website. But you got to subscribe. $7 a month. You can do it. I will say this much, though. I talked to Coach King about Ryder because, he got the strikeouts. He was there, and then all of a sudden gives up the double. Gets a couple. They bring up Pippinger. I know everybody. I mean, you could even hear Jeff and Jay on the call talking about, this is not the kid you wanted up. He took some mighty hacks. He ends up walking, loading the bases, and then Coach King goes out there strolling.
Yep.
And, I was curious. Like, what's the you never really got those as a basketball coach where you get the one-on-one. It would almost be like giving you can call a timeout in some aspects, but you get the. I'm going to walk out here and tell this one kid one specific thing. I was like, what did you tell him? And he told me for the story today, he said, I just went out there and said, what an awesome situation to be in at this point. This is why you play sports. And he said, he told him, he's like, hey, they had a guy ready. This is your game, man. It's on you. Let's see what you got.
When you say that, when listening last night and watching, I think Jay and Jeff thought that they were going to somebody else.
I think so too.
Yeah, just listen to them, and Coach King showed a lot of confidence in that young man, and that's something if you'll do to a player when he's younger in his career, it's huge. Saying, hey, I'm behind you, win or lose, go get it done. So I was proud of that young man, and Coach King seemed like he made the right decision in that baseball game.
Oh yeah,
a good start.
Made him look like a genius when he gets out there. Now I will say this much. I bet we always have some people from Manchester listening, watching. There were a lot of people that said that kid was safe at second base on that last play.
It was
And I'll
close.
say this much. It was close.
It was close.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a bobble there at shortstop, but we got it, got the hands out quick, got it to second base, got the ring up, and you're like, hey, let's get off the field, boys. This game is over.
I'm glad high school athletics is not like college athletics now,
replay.
where we don't replay every
Yeah.
possession or every play in the last inning or last 2 minutes, because that would have took another 45 minutes. Proud that they got the out, and hey, got the out. Let's go home.
Yep.
Pretty simple.
On to the next.
Big time for the high school baseball team. I will say this much. I think it's time to do a little bit of See in the Future, and we'll keep it local with the See in the Future. We will say this much. By next week, you're going to hear some new sponsors for everybody. But for See in the Future for this week, unsponsored, I think local news covers will never be the same after tomorrow night. That's what I'm saying in the future.
It's going to be fun.
Oh yes,
Because it's been announced. It's on It's Facebook official now, and we should tease it and tell all of our. Hey, you're going to get 2 Warren County Sports Authorities this week, because we will be back in studio tomorrow at 6 p.m. to do the simulcast of the flag football game against Cumberland County. Trev, are you ready?
Dude, I'm ready.
Hey, have you been researching rules? Because I'll tell you what. This is what me and Sullins and I are just going to do our own hot takes of the whole game.
So I gotta.
But if the referee makes a call, you're going to have to tell us what he's calling.
You're Gene Steratore.
Hey, we'll see how that goes.
You're the rules expert. Anytime there's a call that's made, all right, Trev, we're going to bring you as the rules expert. What was just called?
And I'm going to say I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I got to watch. I was there. Got to watch the first game. Beat Bledsoe. The first home game. Beat Bledsoe 6-0. And I know we've talked about it a little bit on this show. What are y'all looking forward to the most? Because I know that y'all been keeping up with it, but this is kind of going to be like y'all's, because it wasn't live last time. You couldn't watch it.
We tried.
Yeah,
I know.
We had like 2,000 people that thought we were
ready.
going to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Even the clip to tease it got like 3,000 views. But what are y'all looking forward to the most tomorrow?
I just want some girl to dump truck somebody. That's just what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't even want the flag.
Absolutely, just knock us out of our chairs.
Exactly. Throw them over by the fence. Take them to the track.
I'm with you.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's a penalty, but sometimes it's worth it.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
sometimes you got to get a technical to get your team rolling.
Exactly.
Well,
Sometimes you got to throw high and tight when the baseball game. You know?
Yeah.
Cody Darrell Campbell asked in there, is this a Peyton Eli type simulcast? Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah, that's it. What we're going for. You'll be able to watch it on WBMC's Facebook page. That the game. And hey, look, if you want Jeff Lee and Jay Walker on the call, the voice of the Pioneers, you got them.
Yes.
They're going to be on the radio. The WCS TV feed will feature their broadcast call, and we love those guys. And if you want that one, that's fine. If you want to listen to Sullins and me and Trev, just. I think the teaser, I saw it. I never know what they're going to do. I just kind of like, hey, we're doing this. See what y'all can put out there. And it said, added a little Sullins spice.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just going to watch the game.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a big time doing it. And let's be honest, we're preparing for bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because by this time next year, Warren County football's on the field.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
So it's like
we're
spring training right now.
We're training. We're going to get this down pat.
Yep.
Fine-tune some things.
Yes, fine-tune some things.
Well, I don't want to undersell the fact that we're also going to be calling, the team that has most recently won on Nunley Stadium's field and might win again and might be I wrote a column last week. It was pointed out to me that there was error in my ways. I wrote a column saying, will there be a spring sports champion from Warren County High School? To which I said, I think the best chance was girls tennis. And I said, I don't know if the baseball team's got it. I think the softball team had already lost to Coffee County 8-0. I was like, I don't know about that. And then you get into track. I think that's more individual than we're talking about team. Boys soccer, I might have slipped on them a little bit because they beat Lincoln County last night 2-1. Congrats to them. But I didn't even mention flag football. And someone said, hey, did you mistakenly forget to add flag football in it? I said, actually, yes, I did. Because I haven't, it's not, when I think spring sports, I've been attuned for 15 years to think tennis, track, softball, baseball, boys soccer. I hadn't quite gotten, hey, there's flag football. But hey, you go beat Cumberland County, you go to 2-1, and you start and you show a lot of improvement. maybe you are putting yourself into a district championship team. And then that point, we're doing simulcast for a championship team there, Trev.
It's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, I can't wait for coaches like Ansley to make a mistake and we get to hammer her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just on live.
Yeah, just on live. To me, that's
because normally we just do it on text anyway.
Or I mean, like the TSSAA enjoys our broadcast so much that they start trying to get FCC fines on us because we think so highly of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'll say Cody Darrell Campbell punts out and says, Mud Bums need to be catering for y'all guys on that one.
I would echo that.
I will say this much.
Stamp.
Hey, we are very appreciative of our Mud Bums sponsorship because they do the Hot Wings Hot Take, and again, you can start getting into the comment section now. In fact, somebody firing off hot takes?
Dude,
I was like, whoa!
Is somebody in there already firing off hot takes?
I think so.
I saw you look a couple of different times, and you were like, so I was gonna let you say something. Nope, you're not. We'll have to address it on the break. All right. But, hey, we love the Hot Wings Hot Take on Mud Bums. But that's for the Warren County Sports Authority Wednesday show. I don't know, man. Anybody can. We're open. We can open the catering business up to anybody. So we get to some of those in OT.
I like that one. That's a good one.
All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you this. Someone's caught a stray earlier. And Kimberly Smith-Young says Chris can afford the fines, I guess, for if the FCC starts levying.
I don't know, man. They get up to 6-7 figures. You know what I mean?
That's tough.
Yeah, that gets you in trouble right
well,
there.
what Chris isn't telling you either is Chris don't pay them fines.
Yeah, exactly.
Main Street
More
Media
like
will.
that's an MCM type deal.
Yeah.
I don't think Chris will be back next week when that happens either.
Yeah, he might rack them up, but he ain't paying them.
Oh.
He's Randy Moss, man. Straight cash home. All right, folks. Well, we're going to be right back after the break, and I think we need to tee up Sullins' rant of the week. For after the break. So hey, when you keep with us, join us, and we are on WBMC 97.7 FM. Here we go to break.
Talk Radio, WBMC News is next.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company, the Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
In the news, Nina Jean Judkins, age 45, and David Zeb Day Alexander, age 54, appeared in court on Tuesday for arraignment on charges of criminal homicide and abuse of a corpse. Both appeared via Zoom from the Warren County Jail and were assigned legal representation. Due to the conflicts of interest, a local attorney was appointed for Judkins while Alexander stayed with the public defender. The charges stem from a March 14th incident where the pair allegedly confessed to killing 56-year-old Bruce Allen Morton and hiding his body under a mattress. A preliminary hearing is set for April the 29th. Both remain in jail with bonds set at $1.6 million. The Warren County Middle School Pioneers won 3-2 against Sparta. The team scored 3 runs in the 7th inning, with Boone Gannon tying the game and Hector Norito scoring the winning run. For more info on these stories, subscribe to the Main Street Journal, www.mainstreetjournal.llc. With the news, I'm Tisha Emberton.
Are you tired of being judged? Well, we here at USA Gym are too. We come in all different shapes and sizes with a variety of goals and ideas. At USA Gym, we are 29,000 square feet with a huge variety of equipment in different rooms. And we're not done yet. Finish your workouts with a refreshing real fruit smoothie, and then you can relax in our steam and sauna. Here at USA Gym, we're about family, diversity, keeping you healthy, and becoming a better version of you. Check with your insurance provider to see if you qualify. Come check us out. 473-9355.
Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low around 49, then a calm wind becoming south around 5 miles per hour after midnight. Friday will bring partly sunny skies with a high near 75, with a south-southwest wind rolling in at 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Fun fact, a calm south wind can feel like a gentle hug from the atmosphere, bringing warmth and a hint of spring even in cooler months. Good days ahead, y'all. Until next time, keep shining. This is Tisha with your weather.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you.
All right, we are back on the Warren County Sports Authority radio show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. And Solons, I think that music's teed up for you right there. I think you know that song, or if anybody else out there knows that song. We're going to tee up the Solons Round of the Week, sponsored by Former Logistics, which is a nationwide brokerage firm.
Easy over
we
there,
don't have to
big
speak
guy.
through this.
Take a breath.
Specializing in produce and grocery products.
Not
we
OJ's
also
got him confused.
not OJ's got me over here.
UT's watching. Not OJ's in the comments.
Not tonight. But, hey, Former Logistics also hauls lumber, loads out of the area. Jeff Lee's our contact there, 808-0802. Been in a side job for 29 years. Solons, who's walked 500 miles for Warren County?
There's one man in this community that's walked 500 miles, and he's believed in us all these years. And if you've been around Warren County's athletic programs for the last 30 years, 40 years, from Morrison to McMinnville, Warren County to Sparta, he's traveled everywhere, anywhere to support us, and he needs our prayers and our support right now. Slim, and that's all you need to say. The very few people in this community, when you say one name, you know exactly who it is. Slim Ingalls is not doing well right now. Needs a lot of prayers and support. The rant will be just short and sweet. Just think about that man tonight, tomorrow, and in future days. I remember when I was playing back during the day, that was a guy that was always in the front row on the at mid-court. He was always supporting. When I was coaching, I would be getting phone calls at our business, and Slim would call after a big game. And if it went, and you may have lost that game, and he would call and tell you to keep your head up, keep believing in yourself. We believe in him. I know he's got people that are looking after him right now that are probably listening and maybe watching. We just want Slim to know right now that all of Warren County supports him. What's funny about that is Slim used to call some of our competitors. He called Coach Mitchell. Coach Mitchell told me that Slim's called him before.
That's good.
And that's, and that's just there won't ever be another Slim. If you can name a better sports fan for Warren County, I challenge you to do that. I don't think that there's one. We just hope in the coming days there's some peace and comfort. We hope he gets better. But we're thinking about you. We love you. And it's basically all the rant is today, because there's a lot bigger things that go on in the world at times, and today's one of them. And we're behind that man, and the people that are around him right now, 100%, and hope he gets better.
Yep. A comment, Don Lowry, Wanamaker said that, Chris, I told him about you. I told him this afternoon about you. When he woke up, he knew me first time in 3 days, and we FaceTimed Brandon Lowry in Chattanooga. It was the best 5 minutes, and he was back to sleep. He smiled when I said your name.
Well, like I say, I smiled every time, because anytime Slim calls you, you ever been around the phone, you don't know who it is? Well, anytime Slim calls, you know exactly who it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's Slim, and he was always giving me words of advice, of encouragement. And he always seemed to have a way of doing it at some of your lowest points. Yep. You have a bad night the night before, maybe you got beat by a last-second shot or something didn't go your way. You knew he was listening or watching. You knew he had traveled to a game. I just love that man and what he represents for this community. And we just hope in the next over the coming days that he gets the peace and comfort that he so richly deserves.
Yep. Trev, open up the floor to you. I mean, you're known, inspirational stories You've heard
Yeah.
them about Slim.
Yeah.
Bob, I'm sure you've had your own interactions as well.
Yeah, Slim is like no other, man. There's no fan like him, and like Coach said, anytime you were on the court, you knew Slim was there because you could hear him from the believe in yourself.
Yep.
And I just hope Warren County stands with him, prays for him and his family during his time of need, and be with him and support him like he's supported us for so many years.
Yeah, I'll echo what I said this morning on my show, on the Sim and Says show, that it meant a ton, and I know Solon's kind of is in that same boat with me. I got to go last Monday when the Lady Pioneer flag football team went and visited him, and when you walked in, and I knew that Slim hadn't been feeling great, and I know people were like, hey, he might not really recognize you that well or something, but when I walked in and turned and saw him, and I could see him light up a little bit, and he had that same, the look. So we talked about, you knew the Slim look, and he kind of started grinning, and I shook his hand and sat down beside him and got to talk to him a little bit. He threw out the believe in yourself, and you're just sitting there like, man, this. I've been there, and I know, and even then it was a special moment for me. And I think it was a really, really special moment for those young ladies too, because I don't think some of them may have knew him a little bit from basketball in their playing days, but for them to be able to go and be able to tell Slim, hey, we're the new team in Warren County, and know that in a lot of ways that means a ton to Slim, because he's the as Sullen said, he's the ultimate supporter of Warren County. When you talk about a fan, and very much deserving Warren County Sports Hall of Fame induction that he got last year when they announced the class of 2024. In fact, I feel like in some aspects, I don't know how you pass that bar. Like I'm like, in some aspects you say the fan that's going to be in for the Warren County Sports Hall of Fame is Slim, and that's it.
Yeah, there's not a two.
No. There's not a two. There's not a top 10 that can add in from 2 to 10 that you could even add in to get to Slim. Slim's that much. He clears the bar when it comes to Warren County sports fans.
I would challenge, and we brought this up when we were the grunge band back in Jeff's basement.
Yeah.
We were the indie band, and very few people knew about us. And then we grew to larger than life, But I would challenge, and we've said this before, Jeff was one of the first ones to come out with this. I think the Warren County schools system and school board really needs to think about this, because you've put names of people on buildings and fields and all these other things.
Yeah.
If there's one person that was if he was a bigger fan, how's the best way to put this? He was a Warren County sports fan, but he was a Morrison Eagle.
Absolutely.
And you made this comment before. Mm-hmm. There's only one thing that gym should be called in Morrison, and that's the Slim Gym.
That's what I call it anyways.
Yeah,
they need to put that on the gym.
Yep.
Somehow, some way.
Yep.
Because nobody personified what you were supposed to be in a fan. And let's be honest, when it comes to fans, you need to be teaching young people how to become a fan at an early age. That's at Morrison in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade.
Yep.
I would love for that to happen. It's something that needs to be considered, and I hope at some point in time, not when we're walking in Morrison, we say it's the Slim Gym.
No.
We see a sign or a banner that says this
Sign,
is
banner,
a Clarence
plaque.
Slim Ingalls
Yep.
Slim Gym.
Yeah. Matt Brown, in fact, speaking on that, I can't remember a home basketball game when I played at Morrison. He wasn't there cheering everyone on, and I agree.
Yep.
I mean, I'm telling you, he personified fandom, and it's funny. You have a visual picture of people.
Yep.
In your mind, kind of Rolodex, and when you think of Slim, you think the green Morrison Eagle jacket, like the one that you're like, man, he's probably had that for 30 years. And I guarantee you that was something that he took home, and he took care of it. I mean, because he wanted to make sure he had his Morrison Eagles jacket over that. Either that or he had like a stock of 20 of them. Either way, it told you how much Morrison meant to him. And in fact, there you go. Chris Cope school board member says, "Hey, I'm listening."
Hey, Chris Cope, I don't think that's a big ask.
No.
In this community, I think this community would support that in ways, and I would love to see the night that they dedicate that gym to Slim.
They'll need two gyms.
Absolutely, they'll need a simulcast outside.
Yeah. Well, they could put it in the old Morrison gym
Yes.
and the new Morrison gym. You know, you can go over there. Monica Farley Phillips says, when I played at Morrison, he was at every home and away game, a true fan. Aaron Blaylock, it was an amazing visit with him. She was one of the ones that, one of the coaches with the Lady Pioneer flag football team. So happy those girls got to meet him and hear his support him. He is a true WC legend. I feel blessed to have played and coached for Warren County while he was there to support and encourage.
When you're talking about the people that are commenting, Matt Brown and Aaron and all these others, Monica.
Yeah.
As when you're a high school student or a high school player or a player at Morrison, you understand what a fan is and what support is. But as you get older, it starts really hitting home. Of he was there every single time we played, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then you looked at maybe the background of how he was getting there. And how much he wanted to be there. And it's not, I don't want to say mind-boggling, but it is something that's hard to comprehend, the amount of time and effort he put in just to go watch us play. Yeah. And he didn't have, there wasn't a son, a daughter, niece, nephew, Slim just wanted to watch the Pioneers and Morrison play.
He was just there to support.
He was there to support, and those are the ultimate type fans. And that's why I say, and there's some great fans. We've always talked about it. Warren County, great fan base.
None like Slim.
None like Slim.
No,
None like Slim.
they don't build them like they used to.
Nope.
And of course, we talk about it. And I think Slim, he's known. I think he even Dawn might be able to verify this to me, but I think he even might have got a ring with the '92 state championship team. I know that when they did a ring ceremony, he was very heavily involved in that. So I know that that's how much the last state title team that played, the last baseball state title team, how much it meant to them for his fandom to be there, that he was always there, that he was in the middle of everything they did when they got back together. I think it was in 2012 or 2022. Don Lar, she said he did. He got. A fan got a state ring, and he earned it.
And he earned it.
He earned every bit of it. So that was great. That was a great rant, Coach.
Yes,
I appreciate that. We're going to take our last break here on the radio portion of the Warren County Sports Authority show here on WBMC 97.7 FM.
Don't lose your cool. Call Black's Heating and Air for a preseason check-in service on your central air conditioning system. It can increase the life and dependability of your unit while reducing the chances of a very sticky situation.
Unbelievable!
Get that air conditioner checked now.
This is Benny Black.
And this is Seth Black with Black's Heating and Air.
Call today, 931-668-0785.
Benny's slogan at Black's Heating and Air is, once you've had Black, you won't go back.
Mention this ad and you can get a discount.
Peanut butter and jelly, Batman and Robin, macaroni and cheese. These things go so well together, but Ben Lomond Connect would like to add one more thing. Ben Lomond Fiber and Ben Lomond Home. Our national leading speed price offering on a synchronous gig with a top-of-the-line Wi-Fi 6 router, an app to manage your family's experience, and in-depth customer support for just $2 a day. Bring out the best in your home's Wi-Fi experience with Ben Lomond Fiber and Ben Lomond Home. For more information, contact your local BLC office or go to benlomondconnect.com.
I'm sitting here with Newt from Newt's Barbecue. Newt, can you tell me what's going on with your special recipes lately?
Legacy recipes from legends in Tennessee. My mother and father from Denny Moore's Russia, we use their recipes. Pope Taylor, we use his recipe, as well as Justin Wilson's Cajun cooking recipes. So we're a little different. We're lucky. We've got good recipes that we follow to the hilt every day.
Visit Newt's Barbecue in Rock Island.
Where can you go to spend some quality up close and personal time alone with none other than 3 Star Cinema? Head over to the most affordable and convenient place in town featuring the latest releases fresh on the silver screen. 3 Star Cinema.
Now showing this week, Last Breath, rated PG-13, Snow White, rated PG, Novocaine, rated R, Captain America, Brave New World, rated PG-13, and Paddington in Peru, rated PG.
Sparta Street, McMinnville. 3 Star Cinema, where the stars come out at night.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Warehouse Discount Grocery serving McMinnville and Warren County with the best meats, freshest produce, and the best prices on all your favorite groceries. Check out these specials. Fresh 73% lean ground beef, family pack, $3.49 a pound. Bounty paper towels, 6 double roll, 2 for $9. Wishbone salad dressing, 15 ounce, 2 for $5. And chicken of the sea tuna, 5 ounce, 5 for $5. Be sure to check out the full service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve, open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway. That's Warehouse Discount Groceries.
WBMC and translator W249DQ McMinnville. WBMC.
Hello and welcome back to the Warren County Sports Authority radio show here on 97.7 FM WBMC. And guys, for our last one here, we're going to go to Avoiding Disaster, sponsored by Adam Wood with Farm Bureau. His office is located right across from the Country Club Market in the shopping center, and the phone number there is 931-668-7075. And you know what? It's a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs.
Yes, sir. Stop by and see us. We'll get you taken care of.
And maybe even have some orange hats.
Hey, we could. We
got
could.
blue hats, orange hats?
We got blue hats. Got some orange hats.
Oh, so you're going to take care of either side?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, travel insure any fan.
Anything.
Not anything. There's some guidelines.
No, I said any fan. You'll insure for any. They don't matter who they root for.
Let's just say I've got let's say I've got homeowners insurance,
right?
And the game Friday night doesn't go my way. Okay.
Yeah.
If I throw something through a TV, you gonna insure that?
I mean, maybe.
Okay, I just didn't know what kind of excuse to need. And we also got to find out our boy Nato, is it not O.J. Simpson? Who is he a fan of? Is it Kentucky or Tennessee?
USC, probably.
Yeah. He still got his Heisman.
Well, also to plug in, OT will be looking for the Mud Buns Hot Wings Hot Takes. And you have to be a real person.
Got to have a real account.
Hot take. But we will be looking for those. But hey, who needs to be avoiding disaster this week, Sullins?
It's pretty simple. I mean, we kind of talked about it early on. We got Tennessee, Kentucky, and they've been rivals for years. But this is a game that everybody's going to remember because this is the first time they've ever met in the NCAA championship with a chance to get to the Elite Eight and or Final Four. Because if you don't win this one, you don't get to go to the four.
Yep.
We got a good friend up the road, Greg Cotton. It's a huge
Kentucky fan.
Kentucky fan. A lot of Kentucky fan. I mean, we know a couple. Ray Shutt that used to coach at Warren County.
I forgot.
You forgot about Coach Shutt.
Yeah.
This is one of those, man, if it goes bad, you got to listen to it because this is kind of like hammer and nail type game. You know what I mean? You're arguing in years to come, and all of a sudden they just throw that out on the table. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when they throw it on the table, what do you go back with?
You can't.
It's like the ace of spades. Like, hey, I'm not beating that card. Yeah. So come Friday night. And what starts around, was it the last game of the night? Is that correct?
Was it like 7:15?
7:15, 8:30, 7:15, 7:30.
Figure this out, Trev. We'll put you on it. Yep. But
I'm pulling for a Vols, but man, it's just one of those games. If it goes bad, you got to listen to it for the next 10, 12, 15 years because you don't know when you're going to get this opportunity to actually checkmate this type game.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's at 6:39.
6:39.
That's what the start time is.
Okay.
So 8:30, there's going to be some bad fan bases. Going to be by 8:45, people are going to be calling Farm Bureau where couches have burned and TVs have been, cars have went off cliffs and stuff. So.
Yeah. Well, this is one that doesn't even really fit into avoiding disaster because someone's going to have a disastrous weekend after this. It's just whether or not it's Tennessee fans or Kentucky fans because this is now. I will say this much: Kentucky's fan base is kind of big brothered Tennessee's fan base in basketball
For a long time.
much like Tennessee's fan base
Football.
has done in football and is starting to do in baseball and pretty much any other sport other than boys basketball, girls basketball, including the Tennessee's. But the one thing that I did not like, I had a Kentucky fan hit me up. He's a local, D-Row, Darren Rogers. He's like, well, I mean, you think Tennessee's even going to give us a shot on Friday? I'm like, whoa, now, no. This is not your boy. Kirby Smart.
Oh.
Don't y'all dare start playing. We're just. Nobody
happy,
believes in us.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, I can't believe poor pitiful Kentucky made it to a Sweet 16. I don't want to hear a single bit of that.
So what you're saying though, because let's be honest, Kentucky basketball, that's kind of is for decades, for years. That's the cream of the crop in the SEC.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you're saying this would probably hurt Kentucky fans more than University of Tennessee fans because we're beating them at their game.
You would think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, because let's be honest. Kentucky always makes fun of Tennessee for the fact y'all count Sweet 16s. That's cute.
Yeah.
It's Final Four or bust. And if we were the ones that knocked them on the way out,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Kentucky's always held that over any fan base. Oh, well, y'all beat us in football. What happened in basketball? Well, what and. It's like, golly, but now, Tennessee's got a chance to get their lick back.
So this could be one for the century,
it
for
could,
the decade,
it could.
is what you're telling me.
It could.
I got you. I will support that. And then I'll say this. If it goes bad for Kentucky and Arkansas wins.
Hey, Arkansas is a tough out.
Yeah, but if they win and Kentucky loses, that means Cal goes further than you do? Oh, man.
That's tough.
Man, that would hurt the Blue Bloods.
that is a absolute total disaster.
Yes.
Farm Bureau
that
is
is a
have to be
disaster.
more
Yes.
than a one-stop shop.
I mean, the rates for Farm Bureau is going to go up
Goodness
because all the coverage that they're going to have to make up for.
Cody Campbell says a Kentucky fan playing the woe is me when Kentucky has won both meetings this year is a bold strategy.
That's bold strategy.
It is a bold
Cotton.
strategy.
That's
Yeah,
bold,
100%. Yeah, I would say this much. I'm nervous. There's the confidence. Let's be honest. You're a Tennessee fan nervous in March. Yeah, that's every year, every single game. It just so happens that now it's Kentucky, which makes you more nervous because you've already lost to them twice in a year.
Yeah.
But do I think that they can win? Yes. Do I think they should win? Kinda. I do think so. I think it's so dumb. You've been here before, Sullins. How frustrating is it when you're a coach that you've lost to a team twice that you're like, we are better than them?
Oh, it's very frustrating. I mean, but I will say this, there's times that it's just not good matchups. And if Kentucky wins, a lot of it's going to have to do with it's just not a good matchup for the University of Tennessee. There's things that Kentucky does well that neutralizes some of the things that the University of Tennessee does well. So, but that is, we've been there. You're thinking, how did that happen again? And then all the fans are always criticizing the coach like it was his fault. It's never the coach's fault. Let's be honest. It's always the player.
Well, we got a prediction in the score says Tennessee wins this game 77-68. Do we have to hold up on the Mud Bums Hot Wings hot take until Friday? And if they win 77-68, they automatically win the hot take. It's not even a hot take. It's just a bold take at that point.
One of the issues that I've had the past two times that Tennessee's played, Kentucky's done a really good job against Tennessee's defense.
Mm-hmm.
A really good job.
Yeah, it's
so
it's
that
startling.
would concern me that we've not stopped them twice.
That's what I was going to say.
How are we going to stop them this
if
time?
you can hold them under 70?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I feel pretty good about Tennessee's chances. Is the underlying thing that all is going around here is that Danny Fisher is probably in this comment section or watching and saying, boys, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Where is D-Fish?
Where is D-Fish?
I hadn't heard from D-Fish, but I know he's probably out there somewhere
concerned that D-Fish is not here right
waiting.
now.
And he's sitting there saying, boys, we survived it.
Yeah.
UConn had its chance.
They
They
did.
missed. They came at the king. They missed. Florida's taking this home.
I'm going to congratulate the Florida Gators for this reason. I'm glad that UConn's gone.
Me too.
Not because I do not like UConn's basketball team, but that guy they've got coaching. On a scale of 1 to you've got to be the biggest peckerhead in the country, he's on peckerhead status.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you
You're
say,
right.
man? I mean, this guy's just a. Was that bad?
I don't know. I was looking at Connor. I was like, where were we at?
I'm going
on that
through
one?
FCC reg right now.
I mean, that Hurley guy, goodness gracious.
Oh, man.
You cannot be any worse when it comes to a head basketball coach.
I mean,
it is pitiful.
I'll give him this much. He's obviously a good basketball coach. There's no doubt about it. He's got the championship rings to prove it, so he's got that. But, man, if he did not.
Would you want to deal with him every single day as an athletic director?
I don't think I want to deal with him for a single day. Not every
I don't
single
even want
day.
24 hours of it.
No. After about an hour, I'd be like, hey, guys, you're going to do something.
I mean, he's the type guy that you need not a O.J. Simpson to go pay a visit to.
Whoa, I don't. That might be a.
Now that might get us in more trouble.
Whoa, that could get us in trouble. Well, he was found not guilty, right?
The first time.
Thank you, Connor. Appreciate that.
Attaboy.
I know
See
he's listening. All right, well, we're going to have to end the radio portion here of the Warren County Sports Authority show on WBMC 97.7 FM. Stick around with us on Facebook. We're going to go to OT because we got to crown a hot take. We got to tell everybody who needs to be taking their medicine. We got to do the Ben Lomond rapid round. We got a lot of more categories to go through. So we got a lot.
We
got
to talk about the morning show, calling us out a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
We
don't. Hey,
you want to start there in the OT?
Wherever you want to start.
We'll start there at OT with the morning show on the call out. But we will be back next Wednesday at 5:00. As long as that last comment from Sullins didn't get us fined by then on the Warren County Sports Authority radio show. We'll be back in about 2 minutes on OT.
I lit up from Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. Set out to run, but I take my time, a friend of the devil is a
At Express Motors, we're working hard to reinvent the used car buying experience. For you, that means a transparent deal on only quality inspected cars by our own mechanics. And great extras like free oil changes, free tows, and discounted service after the sale. We are the buy here, pay here car dealership you can trust. So come see us at 352 West Morford Street in McMinnville. Express Motors, where peace of mind and car buying come together. See our inventory now at expressmotorstn.com.
It's auction time in Tennessee on Saturday, April 12th at 10 a.m. We'll be at 2082 Smithtown Road on the Warren and Cannon County line, selling a 49-acre farm in 5 tracts.
Here it is. Hold on.
This is why we can never get clips on when we submit these clips. We're like, no, this is a music video. It's like because we played 20 seconds of audio of music. Come on now, let's be realistic here.
It's 3 white guys dancing to 20 seconds of music. That's why it's a music video.
It's three white guys dancing and not a really
no rhythm,
not even close
award-winning manner.
No, we don't need to clip it for that reason.
I mean, come on, Connor, you're gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to just leave the Warren County Sports Authority banner up until we actually. start talking.
Come on, man.
You gotta cut that. You gotta help us out, man.
No, I always tune it into Raven whenever she tries to dance.
Well, I understand. Well, hey, speaking of Raven, she's just got into the comment section because
That a girl, Raven. I'm glad you listened.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for the view. And she says, just to be
Thanks
clear,
for
the
the
morning
view.
show
for the view.
did not fire shots first, and that was because Chris brought up right before we went to break got to talk about is there I think there's a beef. Is there a Town Talk Sports Authority beef?
Well, the beef is, I don't even think there's a beef. I mean, a lot of it, we just throw out factual information. Okay, and this is all fun and games. Mm-hmm. There's never anything personal. We won again this week.
Again.
It's hard to be a rival.
I mean, it's hard.
It's not a rivalry when only one side's winning.
I mean, Tennessee and Kentucky basketball for 40 years was not a rivalry. Kentucky won all the time. Our good friend of both shows, Kevin Hobbs, brought up a comment in the comment section of the morning show that maybe I had said that we're the varsity team and everybody else is JV. We call Trevor JV, and he plays with us.
Yeah,
sometimes the JV gets to dress out with the varsity.
Sometimes you get some minutes.
But JV games do start early. Is that not right?
They do.
I mean, they do. I mean, my JV teams always started early. I think Raven and Jeff, they're doing a great job early in the morning. But hey, we're showtime now. I mean, let's be honest, and we understand that. We understand what we have to bring to the table because this is what our listeners and viewers want.
When you back cleanup, you know what you got to do.
Absolutely, our listeners are not really concerned about how trees grow and how sheep are castrated. They want to know about some things that are on our mind. And then I was told this week by listeners, not only do we do a good job of entertaining, we're very thought-provoking, and they learn some things. They've learned some things off us. So I'm just saying we're good at what we do. There's nothing wrong with saying that we're good at what we do.
Yeah.
And if you want to come in and visit, feel free. And if you want us to come in and give some tips, hey, we're open. We'll help. Now, we don't have the degrees. I understand that. Well, one of us does.
Yeah.
But, Trevor and I don't have a degree in communication or journalism.
We just talk.
All we know is we understand the pulse of Warren County. We can talk it. We've got guys named O.J. Simpson listening to us right now. The University of Tennessee basketball team wanted to see us today. We've got to be doing something right.
You would think.
I'm just saying.
Hey, if you got a team that's in the Sweet 16 tuning into you,
and hey, we're never going to back up and punt from what we said. Kevin Hobbs brought it up, and I said it. It's okay.
Somebody said.
It's okay.
Someone's just trying to take my dang gift card.
No, hey, I tell you what, if I win the hot take gift card, I'm going to give it to Raven. She can go over there to Mud Bums and, hey, Rave, we enjoy listening to your show every morning. We hope nothing but the best, and we think this will get views for you too, because hey, back and forth works, does it not?
It does.
I would say so. Yeah. In general.
I don't know if we want it to be Monday Night Wars, where it's WWE versus. Nitro just yet, but
no throwing tables.
Yeah, we're not going to throw tables,
chairs.
We are going to have a good time.
We could be in trouble on that one because I did find out today. I did find out this week that there is an employee here in Main Street Media that would probably fight on Ravens' team that apparently was at one point like a semi-pro professional wrestler, and he was the undercard for like a Randy Savage card at one point. So he didn't wrestle Randy the Macho Man Savage.
He was there,
but he was there, and he was in the ring.
Who?
I can't say his name. You never reveal a name.
Don't break K-Faith.
Yeah,
K-Faith, Jeff.
Yeah, I can't do that.
My bad.
Trail's antennas went up like for Meshack showing up.
I know
it. Legit wrestlers coming to the house.
Well, we're barking up some trees here.
Drew Walker just said, "So who is NWO and who is DX?" I know who DX is. I don't know who NWO is. Yeah.
We could be both.
Trail. What does that mean?
Trail's watched one thing in his life: Warren County basketball. Everything else, no idea.
After last night, some Warren County baseball.
Yeah.
I think that let's see. In that situation, Drew, here when you the problem with this is, or not the problem. It's just the factual pound of this. When we talk about the Warren County Sports Authority being the most viewed show, it's also saying Simmons Says isn't. So in some aspects, it's like it's not just that they're saying that Town Talk's we're outpacing Town Talk, we're outpacing Simmons Says, we're behind the mic. Hey Hitchcock, even though Drew said that the sheep thing did pique his interest. Hey, Tuesday nights at 5:00. Hey Hitchcock,
5 to 6, buddy.
Yeah, be there.
I also
Google
found
that.
out our boy C. Went is a pretty good wrestling manager. Because he made a comment or two.
Pokes and prods.
He was poking and prodding. You know what I mean? Like he's got 2 tag teams here, and eventually they're going to battle. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's giving the heel take here.
He's Jimmy Hart with the microphone.
Hey, C-Dub, if it was to ever go down, whose side are you fighting on, man?
Yeah.
Hey, which side pays me the most? Figure that one out first.
Hey, it's good for you.
Yeah.
What numbers are better?
Speaking of payment.
What?
I said, speaking of payment.
Goodness. Oh, mercy. Yeah. Someone said take it. Oh, not OJ's back.
Not OJ.
Said take it down about 15% there, Squirrely Dan. Hey. Oh, wow. Coach Eric Ballou has thrown down the gauntlet.
Oh, Ballou.
Said the only one solution. All shows do an academic decathlon Billy Madison style.
He got that one.
I feel pretty confident.
Trevor, there's another one. Billy Madison. Whoosh!
Oh, man.
Yeah.
About 97 mile an hour.
Yeah, no idea.
I had a good conversation with Coach Blue at the tennis match. His wife, hey, I'll tell you this much: his wife's putting some pressure on him.
Really?
She's come in with a tennis
with some dubs.
4-0. 3-0. They beat Cookville already.
Walked in off the street and said, "State championship tennis team."
I was like, man,
you like me now?
Actually, he did make a. There was one thing that he did say. That he said she actually is his best job security. You gonna get rid of him? You lose your tennis
if
coach.
She's winning. That's yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it.
That's well played. Well played.
Smart, very
well
smart.
Played.
This is a guy that knows what's going on, Coach. I appreciate that. Hey, he is an avid listener.
Is he an avid listener?
Hey.
We got to get him in here.
Yeah, come on,
yeah,
Coach.
we'll have to get you in here.
Get him
Coach.
in here.
Yeah, I think he'd have a good time. He'd have a good time. Yeah, I talked to him a little bit on the other day. I think he'd have a good time with us, Coach. We'll get you closer to the spring game. I know y'all just announced a date for that spring game here in about the middle of April. We'll get you in here and get you ready right before y'all going to start spring practice. When y'all going to play that, I think it's the red and white or red and blue game. Red and blue game. Yeah, we'll get you on here. and we'll let him cue it up because man, yeah, I think he has some hot takes.
He got some hot takes. He's got an opinion. I like it.
I say this much. I think with 3 or 4 more listens, he'll know all the categories. He'll probably already have some. He'll be more researched than Trev.
Come on, come on.
What?
Why you got to do that?
Why?
You don't have to. Stroke his ego and throw me under the bus at the same time.
Oh wait, so we're only taking shots at Town Talk, nobody else.
I mean, usually, yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to. Your team has your back.
Trev's wondering if we actually support him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I support you 150% until you started throwing my basketball team under the bus.
You did.
Drew Walker says
you only called me JV, but
yeah.
This is another one that's going to go right over his head. That Drew Walker commented on the idea of the academic decathlon. Everyone in this room has become dumber for having listened to it.
Dumb and dumber.
No, that's straight out of Billy Madison too. John Herman says the stash is killing me. Hey, John Herman, I've had to see it for about the last month. I don't know what.
He could be talking about yours.
You think he's talking about mine?
Yeah,
no, he's talking
because nobody said that when it was just me on here.
In fact, we had guys talking about or gals talking about hey, this was a handsome man now with a stash. Remember?
Yeah.
BC.
Yeah.
Oh, showing the love with the stash.
That is true. Yes.
So you got to be talking about jail.
Yeah, that's about nobody said that. Well, I just had a stash.
How's the views been since you
as the stash?
You know what? Now that I think about it,
he's figured it out.
The views this weekend went down considerably.
He's figured it out.
They all tuned in for like that first second.
Have y'all been talking about this? Like,
no,
hey, Ben Simmons
but I was sitting there thinking like, hey, you could be the stash.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blame it on the stash.
It could be.
Yeah, well, hey, Coach Blue said he's sitting on G, waiting on O.
Oh,
He's ready
I like
to go,
it.
boy.
Yeah.
He is ready to go. Oh, Herman clarified. Oh, no, it's Simmons.
Thank you.
Well, hey, now I will say this much: I think you were listening on Monday when Nunley came after you.
Yeah.
Hey, you started that one. He came back at you.
I mean, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I started with you, not with him. But
Trev will start the arguments. The problem is he's got to learn to be a finisher. What is Trev's finishing move as a wrestler? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to finish.
No,
not the sharpshooter.
Not the sharpshooter.
No flying elbow. Anything like that. Not OJ says we're gonna figure this out. This is how we're gonna figure it out, Sullen. So you'll love this. I'll tell you what. Y'all should take 4 matching white Broncos and race them down the last one to get caught by California Highway Patrol wins.
So we're just going out on 55. We're just going to start racing Broncos. Whoever escapes from Matheny's crew wins. I like it.
Brent Warren says Travis went from wearing a hat and T-shirt to being GQ on air. Sullins and Jeff are going to have to step it up.
Hey, man.
Well, I had to wear them. It didn't matter, Dave. My shack had to be worn.
Look good, feel good, play good, boys.
Hey, Brent Warren, calm down because I'll tell you this much. I had my back-to-back Boyd Championship shirt on today that I was going to wear, and I was like, I really don't want to hear I really don't want to hear people like, here he goes again.
Well played. Well played.
Well, John Herman said we were the fans were already used to Trev's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yours was on the poster.
Yeah,
see.
So you just debuted with it.
Exactly.
The problem's going to be when you actually get rid of it.
When I shave it.
Has that been going through your head?
No, it's never even been a thought.
Really?
Yeah, it's not been one thought.
Look at him.
He is getting a lot of response off that mustache.
Yeah.
I really have.
Good response.
Yeah, it's went up.
Quality response.
I have not.
Yeah, well.
I don't think maybe one
They're
person.
speaking to you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one person gave
me
me
a reason.
Yeah. One person said, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I've seen worse.
That's always a great compliment.
I've
seen worse.
What, 1900s Germany worse?
Yeah, like Archduke.
1900 Germany.
That was a worse mustache about it.
We're going to stay away from that top.
I thought I'd get there before Connor did.
Wait. Yeah, I was about to say, which 1900?
Boys, there's some things that I'm not going to touch. I'm not touching that.
Sounds like, nope. All right. Well, speaking of taking your medicine. Sponsored by McMinnville Drug Center, which is located on Sparta Street across from the hospital and is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We had to transition off that last topic, so we're going to get into taking your medicine. They're locally owned and been serving the community since 1977 there at McMinnville Drug Center. They offer an array of services, including the ability to do compounds for people and animals. They also do vaccinations and they deliver. They're also a great spot for DME supplies, and they do wheelchair and knee scooter rentals. Sullins, I think you had to take your medicine, and I think some of it came from the fact that you got to watch Town Talk today and heard a good discussion.
I got to watch Town Talk, read some comments on a story that Main Street Journal had put out. Some of the things that's happened in the state. I believe the voucher program has passed.
Yep.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. That became a law in this state. And also in wrapped up in that package was I believe a $2,000 bonus for teachers. Is that not correct, Mr. Simmons? I want to make sure that I'm right.
Yep.
And I think there's some discussion going on. I think it happened earlier this week in a school board meeting that was
Monday
tabled.
night. Yep.
And I guess we're going to revisit that probably in the next 4 weeks at the next meeting. Is that correct?
The fourth Monday of the month, so I would say, yep.
So you've got about four weeks. Here would be my take on that. The state has decided to vote for the voucher program. They're giving teachers a raise or
a bonus.
My bad,
one-time bonus.
$2,000 bonus.
Yep.
We're always talking about how teachers are underpaid. And I know that some others will not be involved in that. And I think they're called classified or non-classified personnel. Everybody but a teacher will not get that bonus. I will say this: if teachers are the most important part of your education system, and that's what you're selling me every single day to this public, I would give those teachers that money.
So you're saying take your medicine and lock it, lump it, get over it.
I know a lot of people in public education did not like what the state proposed and what was passed, but that seems to be something that is positive about that bill, that teachers would receive a $2,000 bonus. Here's what I'll tell you. I learned this morning there's over 1,000 employees in the Warren County school system. I think that would make them either the first, second, or third largest employer in this community, probably behind either Bridgestone or Yorozu. I would probably group those three together as the three largest. If 450 are teachers, $2,000 a piece, that would be $950,000. It would be coming to your local government. To your local economy that could be spent in very different ways. So that if somebody tells you they're bringing $1 million into your economy and you're going to say, no, you're not, that will be something that will be a hard sale, in my opinion. Now, what you want to do with those other employees, that is up to you as a local school system. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm telling you it's something the state has decided needs to happen. I know as public school officials, that was not a plan that you were in favor of, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But if you're going to bring $1 million to the local economy, that would be local restaurants.
Yep.
That would be local
mom and
pop stores. That would be the Napas. That would be all these businesses that are supporting Main Street Media, all our sponsors. That money could be spent. Hey, that's a house payment.
Hey, go out and look at all these outfields around the county and see all those signs, or see the digital boards and see all those businesses and think, oh, those businesses would love the fact that there might be $1 million more to be spent in this community next year.
And we say shop local, so that's $1 million that's coming to the local economy that probably could be used in the local economy. I think that's a win-win, in my opinion. And I'm going to say there's going to be some people that are not going to say that that's what needs to happen. I totally understand. That's my take on that. And I would say $1 million would help this local economy in ways that would be positive.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment too much on it because I don't know much, so I don't want to get too deep in the waters. But when you put it like that, it sounds good. And I understand that as a school board, I believe they were opposed, but it's here, it's happened, so we got to deal with what's to come with it. And if that's part of it, I think it'd be a good thing.
I've officially been on radio too long today because I know that I'm going to start saying the same things that I've said at different times. But I get the fact that you want to be principled.
Yep.
And hey, we were strictly against what is referred to as EFA, which is the Education Freedom Act, and even the board went as far as saying we're not for that. Well, Section 4 of the EFA is teachers, certified teachers, not support staff or anything like that, get $2,000. If you're in the classroom, you're a certified teacher, you can get a $2,000 one-time bonus. One time. And like you said, I think Dr. Grant Wallace said today it was about around 450. So like you said, hey, man, I'll say this again. Me and Chris, we're a product of the Warren County Education, but I think we can do 450 times 2,000, right around 900,000. And I have to say this much. The thing that I heard was, well, can we just find this money ourselves and do it? Why? I get you want to be principled in that, but I mean, we asked Dr. Grant Swallows that this morning. It was kind of like, if we have to, we do have the reserves. We have this thing, this and that we can dip into. And I'm sitting there like, is it such a principled measure here? If it's such a principled measure here that we're going to dip into the reserves for $1 million to make sure that we can get there. I get the fact that you want to say, well, we want to make sure that if we give 450 people get a $2,000 raise, that the other 550 get that. Well, then don't make this a $2 million problem. Make this $1 million problem. I think that's pretty good math.
Like you say, it was 900,000 is the exact number if you've got 450 teachers. I would totally agree with you. You're giving away money, and when I say this, when I say giving away money, how many times do we say we can't do this unless we have a grant? Okay.
Yep.
How many times do you hear teachers say, "I'm taking money out of my own pocket," and we've heard this many times. I'm taking out money out of my own pocket to help my own classroom, because we may not have the materials. Pencils, papers, whatever you would need in a classroom. We don't have that, so I'm going to help that out. That's $2,000 they could be able to do that with their own classroom. That's something I think needs to be thought about. And to say that you're going to take other tax dollars, so you're going to give back tax money and take your own tax money, so to speak, that's where I get into government sometimes and says, that's not common sense. That just
and let's be clear, that it's not that the school board came out and said they're not going to do it. They're just saying, hey, we want to look for different avenues. But the one thing that I thought was very telling was when Dr. Swallows was asked, does this come with red tape? Because that know, we've heard it.
Yes.
There's no such thing as a free lunch. He said all you got to do is say, okay, basically it's you have to put out something that basically says, okay, we agree with Section 4. And
who would not agree with Section 4?
Yeah, it's one of those things like you could it was even, I think, and this might be a little bit of hyperbole, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but basically you could say whatever you want about, hey, we don't like the vouchers, blah 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 blah, but for our teachers, we agree with Section 4. That's our resolution, and we'll take the $2,000. I get
things
that.
Be cut and dry. That being said, I didn't say they weren't going to do this. I'm going to say in the next 30 days, there's going to be a lot of comments that are coming to school board members. Because let's be honest, school board members are making this decision. Mm-hmm. This won't be made by teachers in the classroom or administrators at schools or administrators at the central office. These school board members who are well-versed, well-qualified to make this decision, they were voted on to make these decisions.
Yep.
They're going to have the opportunity, and I think it would be in their best interest for the community as a whole to give these teachers what the state is allowing, which would be $900,000 of spendable income that could maybe stay in this community.
Yeah, school board chairman Chris Cope said this resolution does not say that we will only be participating in the Section 4, but the only way I would feel comfortable agreeing to this is if we didn't have any way to fund this locally. I would be for passing this resolution if we as a board can fund other bonus for the rest of our employees and then use this money to fund the teachers. And I see this. I see what he's saying. But at some point, this is tough.
Here's going to be my argument with that. If you can fund
550 raises.
Okay, if you can fund 550 and you're going to give back 900,000. I misspoke when I said 950. When you're going to give back 900,000. Mm-hmm. And you're saying we can fund all of this in our budget.
Yeah.
Then go ahead and do that too.
Yeah, well,
because all I hear is teachers need raises.
Well,
they need more money in the classroom.
To clarify, Chris Cope was saying if we can fund the other 550, let's take the 900 for the original 450.
If you can't fund the other employees, then we can't take the 900.
I think that was something that was kind of put out there. I think that was let me make sure I read this. To me, them funding classroom teachers is discriminating against the other people, and that's not what this board has been made of, said James Bennett. When we have given money, we have given it to everyone. Again, I understand that. But are you I said it on this morning. Are you going to stand on principle? And sometimes I say, hey, you can take that word principle and spell it with A-L or L-E. You want to take the L-E principle to make sure that principal gets their $2,000 bonus too. Because and if you can't do that, then you're going to tell 450 teachers locally, sorry, we couldn't give you all that. We couldn't take this $2,000 because 550 people wouldn't get $2,000. So if we can't give it to everybody, nobody's going to get it. I don't know how well that's going to go over with 450 teachers, some of which might say, I don't care if it's principal with an L-E or principal with an A-L. I don't care. I want my $2,000. I personally, no offense, if somehow the state came into the Radio Freedom Act and said, "Hey, we're going to give all hosts $2,000, and we'll give them a one-time bonus of $2,000, no co-host."
I guess Trevor and I just walk out of here and we're like, okay. I mean,
if our owners here came in and said, "Hey, man, I don't really know. I don't know if we can take this $2,000 and give it to you, Simmons, because we're not going to be able to give Trev and Sullins $2,000. They're not going to get it, and we can't fund it, so we're not going to let you have the $2,000 either." I'd be like, "Hey, no."
In all fairness, if all hosts got $2,000,
and
they left the producer out, there would be no show.
he just cut the plug.
You want to see what a picket line looks like with one person? You'll see it.
Connor, you can have 500 of my 2,000. I'll split it between us four.
I'm cheap. Okay, I can do 500.
Said I can be bought.
Yeah. Cody Darrell Campbell, this is exactly, and I agree with this wholeheartedly. Cody Darrell said, in the next 30 days, they should discuss with 450 teachers where they stand. If it's a matter of principle and the teachers say they don't want it, then they should stand on their principles. Okay. Are we going to have all 450 of them vote? Because I don't know. At some point, you're just going to. Are you going to be able to ask all?
This
450
is going to be
teachers?
one of the topics.
Yeah.
When I'm saying these are like coaching decisions, so to speak. You know, you make a decision and it doesn't go the way you want it to. Everybody's going to second guess. This is going to be one of these decisions that people are going to second guess no matter what.
Yeah.
There's some people are going to stand on, like you say, their principles. There's going to be some people say, "Hey, I deserve that." They said I could have it. You're saying I can't. Whatever decision's made, you're not going to please everybody. Yep. That's the reason you're elected, to make these decisions. Yep. I think that what Chris Cope, whatever he decides, is what Chris Cope thinks is the best for this community. And afterwards, I'm going to say that's what Chris Cope thought. And that's okay. I'm just giving my opinion that you've got 450 teachers that it seems have the ability right now to get a $2,000 check. You better make sure that you're making the right decision, because you can upset some people pretty quick.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's not an insignificant amount of money.
No.
Yeah. Now, I will say this, and I get this. Everybody, and I think a lot of people have pointed this out, but if not, we'll point it out here, is the school board was against the Education Freedom Act because of the voucher stipulation. In fact, I think they went as far as say, "Hey, we're going to strongly word something to say that we're against it." And then right as it was getting approved, right there at the end, that was like, "Hey, but let's put Section 4 in there that everybody gets a $2,000 one-time bonus in there." And then all of a sudden it's like, well, now, I mean, look, they knew they were going to get it passed, and this was the way to say, hey, you're going to have to take this, because if you don't, they're going to be mad at you. This is going one way or the other. This is our olive branch to make y'all say, Okay. Yeah, y'all were right.
It's politics at its best.
Yes.
It's at its finest. Let's just be real.
Yeah. And was it and to me, I think it gives you the perfect opportunity to say, hey, look, we did not like it, and we still don't like sections 1, 2, 3, 7, 12, 15, 17, whatever. We'll take section 4. We'll take the one thing we like about it. We'll apply that, and we'll go figure out the rest. Because I think that, and I really think when it comes down to it, that'll probably be what ends up happening in a month. Happens. Because because like I said, it's not like this. We stressed that today. Nothing was decided; it was tabled. But I did ask Grant Swallows today. We're going to let Grant go look at the budgets, figure it out. I was like, hey man, did you find that $2 million yet?
Got that line item that we didn't know about.
Did you figure that one out?
Because it over in the corner, we just didn't know where it was at.
Yeah, because I know that since that not 4 days before that meeting happened, you also had an executive order that came out from President Donald Trump said that we're probably going to get rid of the Department of Education. So he's probably sitting there thinking, everybody. It was looking at that thinking, man, we're going to lose a lot of money. And it's like, hey, while we're losing money, can you go find $2 million for us too while you're at it?
It's tough.
It's a tough job, man.
It's a big ask.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you this much. I said it on the show this morning, and I said it on my show after the fact. I will say this much: Grant Swallows shows up and he's willing to talk.
We said that. We said that a couple weeks ago. The one thing that I'll give Grant, he will sit down, he will take the tough questions, and he will give you an answer, and he doesn't come off as I'm trying to be politically correct.
He ain't beating around the bush.
He doesn't beat around the bush. He doesn't deflect. He doesn't defer. You got to give him credit. What I'm concerned about is I think you had asked some other people to come in after Grant that are local leaders, and you kind of got the nah. That kind of bothers me a little bit. If you're in those positions, be like Grant. Come in and answer the questions.
I think I will say this much. I think that there are people that will eventually be able to feel comfortable to sit down and answer that. I had a little bit of concern. I didn't get to ask Grant this today. But in some aspects, I don't even think it's a good Grant question because I don't think he's a person that can be partisan. He has to just be the steward of the ship.
Agree.
And you got to plan. You have to know you got to know the plan for calm waters and choppy ones when you're that guy. So it doesn't matter what happens. I was a little bit shocked when it was like I kept hearing hey, I got to get a little bit more information and educated on the topic of, hey, this defunding of the Department of Education wasn't something that Donald Trump woke up on Thursday and said, I don't think about this. This is not something. This was platformed. This was run on in November. In fact, in some aspects, if you were running on a Republican ticket back in 2024, you were kind of running on the same platform. So if you don't know what it affects right now, then what were you running on back in August, September, October of last year?
Well, like I said,
that makes me a little nervous that you can't come in and say, hey, this is how I feel about it.
I think that if you're a local leader on either side, you've got to be well versed in those topics, and you got to be able to answer the tough questions, and that's what you guys are here to do. And I'll say this in the morning, I think y'all do. You guys both shows do a good job of asking some tough questions and wanting answers.
Yep.
And you do a good job of that. I
wanted more information.
That's what we're all. When we look at Raven and your show, let's be honest. A lot of times I'm trying to get information. What is being said in the community? What are our community leaders saying about these topics? Because sometimes we don't know what their view is. That was concerning when you told me there were some people that said, we're just not ready to answer those questions based on this. These are things that had been discussed for 30, 45, 90, 120 days, 180 days. I mean, this is a platform. Well, what are your and the platform hadn't changed.
No.
Hadn't changed.
I will say this much. I think if I circle back to a couple of those people, we can probably get them on here soon. And I'll say, Brent Warren says, I will add to what Sullen says. How many kids do those 450 teachers interact with on a daily basis? Those are the kids that are the future of this county. If it is investment into their future, those teachers went to school and got a degree. They have more of an impact than people know. I agree, Brent. I agree. I don't even know if that's a hot take. That's just a great take.
Yep,
and right now, until we get a hot take, we might just take the great take. Get Brent Warren a $15 gift card there to Mud Buns Hot Wings. Hot take. Folks, we're still waiting on him, though, and I'm telling you, not OJ's going for it, but we've already ruled him out.
How do we know he's not real?
Hey, could it be C-Dub back there?
CW, you not OJ?
No, I've got too many accounts to run right now.
Fair enough.
You think it's CW?
I don't know. Hey, man, I'm just.
Trev just spitballing.
He's been here the whole time, so.
So you have to be here to comment on Facebook, Trev? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
I'm saying
I'm gonna start
he's
watching
been
him now.
Hey,
He's been in the comments the whole time.
Trev's detective skills not that high right now. You know,
Come on, Batman.
he was always a better Robin than the Batman.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, I think that was somehow we got to that with take your medicine, but
Yep.
I do agree that I do agree at some point. I get I think Grant made a great point, and it always circles back to someone said that's CJ's burner. I would almost believe that. Nah, CJ ain't got time to mess around.
Time for a burner?
That he would just be texting y'all.
Yeah.
He's trying to get that 40 time down from 4.9. That's gonna burn him
Yeah.
up. 4.53. What'd we say?
Yeah.
What'd we say?
Yeah.
He says he got one that was 4.49.
Okay.
4.49 is what he. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You gonna get that on the 5K, Jeff?
Hey, we got to talk about this.
Our boys
We
running.
gotta- he's
Go
going
ahead.
to the 5K.
Go ahead. What do y'all got? Go ahead. Let's open up the floor.
I'll be praying for you, brother.
Hey, how long? I mean, when
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
this
what are we
date?
doing?
I need to go back and look. I think it's the second weekend of June.
Okay, so we got some
You
time.
got some time.
Yeah,
So
we're
what
good.
are we doing to prepare?
Well, I went and walked 2 miles on Monday, and then I went back and walked about 2 miles yesterday, and then I woke up today and my right knee's swollen.
Oh,
So I'm like, this is not great.
So Jeff, we should have had Jeff as taking your medicine.
Yeah, Jeff-
As in literally, he needs to take some medicine.
Yeah, I was like, that. You know, I always thought I was like, I'm not so out of shape that I can't walk. Apparently not. Apparently.
So what is our goal?
Well, yeah.
Just to finish?
Just to finish?
Connor keeps trying to push this narrative that was never agreed on.
It's just gonna happen.
Is never agreed on that if I can't finish a 5K in under 45 minutes, what's the punishment?
Get waxed on air.
Whoa.
Waxed. He wants me like, well, what?
Wax your mustache.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, whoa, easy selling.
I mean, wax. So he's gonna have the mustache until the 5K.
Yep.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'll have a mustache,
There's
but
gonna
I'll
be a
also
lot of
have a
family
beard.
members that maybe not happy about that.
No, my whole family hates the mustache, but yeah, no, I'm just gonna try to walk. I'm just gonna steadily try to build up the walk. I mean, I did 2 miles I think the other day in like 30 minutes, so I'm like, that's pretty close to 45 minutes right
Yeah,
there.
we'll be
If
all
I can continue, if I can
Yeah.
do the third mile in the same, if I don't
Pace.
slow down a lot, so I was like under 45 minutes. I think it's a pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I tried to jog a little bit the other day, and I was like, "Ooh, this is a bad idea."
Whoa,
Advanced maneuver.
Wait, now, I want to know, when you say you tried to jog, was it like 3 to 5 steps?
Yeah, how
I
far-
mean, did we get like?
No,
did we get to the mailbox and think, man, this is
That's a tough driveway to run down.
bad.
No, it was. I would say it was the span of the Edley Newman outfield.
Okay.
So like almost a pole to pole.
Oh,
type
pole to
deal
pole.
that you did.
He went poles.
Yeah. So it was not a good idea.
At any
I was
point
trying to run the downhills. I was like, man, if I just run, maybe if I jog through the downhills, because I'll build momentum.
Was there any point in time as this was going on when you were running pole to pole, like you were trying to get to that pole, that you thought I could have a heart attack?
There was definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
my body's doing things that I'm not. I'm writing checks my body can't cash right now.
I will. No, I think the heart attack. No.
Okay.
My breathing never got
Okay.
labored. I never got really out of breath. But my knee and my back were like, hey, you gotta stop.
BC, man.
Yeah.
BC, if you're listening, when he
Yeah.
runs his 5K,
Yeah.
we'll put you on like a golf cart or something.
Oh,
and we'll
we're-
be right next to him.
We're making a small documentary series.
Good.
Oh,
Yes.
My name is Jeff. The series,
Jeff.
Yes.
a movie about a closeted marathon runner.
We gotta have him mic'd up. I mean,
Oh,
Hey, we gotta have the mic on.
yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be a
Waterproof
lot
mic.
of
Yeah.
lot of
waterproof
words that the FCC would not like.
Hey, this is getting released on YouTube. It's okay.
I don't know, man. I might have made a poor life decision.
How did it get brought up?
I had Joey Clark here. He was doing the Tunnels to Towers. He was talking about the Tunnels to Towers 5K. I mean, it's a great event. It's growing every year, and I said it before I could stop saying it. I was like, oh man, I love that thing. I really should just participate in it. And I was like, yeah, this year I will.
He got you fired up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And they're all of a sudden like, oh, what did I just do?
Yeah, and then I was like, man, did I say that live on air?
Somebody said simulcast his 5K.
Could you? No, I could not have. If they had a video right back here of me running with Sullins and Trev in the AC over here,
I know how to make that happen.
Me too.
I'll do that for free.
Me too.
Especially, give them a walkie or like an intercom or something that they can call me.
Yeah.
Simmons, you are struggling right now. We were watching.
You should see your face.
Only guy with the headset on, and no ability to talk back. It's just them talking the entire time.
Yeah. Well, Jason DeArmond says that the Tunnels to Towers 5K isn't a bad course. It's nice and flat. That's not. There's some downhill in it. I need a lot of downhill. Not any uphill.
If you go downhill, you probably got to go uphill at some point.
Oh man, I need the reverse of what everybody used to say back. Oh, it's 5 hills uphill both ways. No, I need 5K downhill the entire time.
Jeff just runs down a mountain. That's his 5K.
Yeah, runs down a mountain.
Hey.
You mean trips and rolls down?
Yeah.
Just run down Harrison Ferry.
Yeah. I don't know.
That'd be like Hot Rod. You'd still be rolling right now.
Oh yeah. I don't know, man.
We're on him pretty hard right here.
We are. Hey, I got faith in you.
Yeah, we gotta have a little faith.
I got faith in you.
I'll finish.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I'll finish in under 45 minutes. When I said 45 minutes, I'm like, that's no big. My dad had texted me and goes, hey, me and Emily walked 3 miles and it's 45 minutes. I'm off. So 45 minutes is not that big of a deal. Then I got out and walking on Monday. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a little bit bigger of a deal than I thought.
I was a lot nicer and I gave you an hour and 15.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Jason. Yes, to make me feel a little bit better about this, Jason DeArmond does point out the firefighters run in their gear.
Hey, we should.
I'm gonna have people.
We should get like a weight vest for him or something.
There's gonna be people doing that. They're gonna be like, "It's all right, buddy. Stick in." They're in full firefighter gear, running past me, probably backwards.
I am glad they are CPR certified.
Their aspirin will stay. It'll be out of stock.
If you go down, you will be in good hands.
Yeah, Cody Darrell Campbell says Simmons 5K with the Trev Sullins giving it the Mystery Science Theater 3000 treatment. Oh,
we need Nato Simpson.
He can come host.
Yeah, he can host.
Oh my goodness, that would be an absolute nightmare for me. But hey, absolute. Hey, it's good.
The views.
Yeah, my dad just messaged, you literally have to walk before you can run. And then he said, it's a sumo 5K. I don't know what.
Hey,
Dad's
come on, man.
Shade, man.
Jeff,
yeah,
even better idea. You don't have to get waxed, and we'll get rid of the time limit. You just have to run it in sumo gear.
No.
Okay, we're back to getting waxed.
No.
Sumo gear.
No, I'm not running a 5K in that diaper they wear.
We can come up with something better than getting waxed.
Yeah.
We got time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Neuralink.
Time.
That might be the. Aaron Blaylock did say there will be plenty of first responders on.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Y'all are enjoying this too much, people.
I'm not worried about the first responder. I think you may need the second, third, fourth responder. He needs a host of responders.
Dude, it's going to be like Gladiator at the end of Gladiator when Maximus goes down and they're like, who will help me carry this man?
People are just going to be stepping over you. Just
man down. Man down. People just stepping over him, Trail.
Roll him off to the side. This is assuming that there's actually going to be people that need to pass me. I'm going to be 10 miles.
They're going to forget he's running.
I'm going to be 200 feet behind the entire field.
Remember, you can't do it and it take 2 years. You can't start in 2025 and finish in 2026. So.
I've actually walked. I've walked 4 of the miles already.
Ooh.
That's not that bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Jeff
it's not bad enough.
If Jeff doesn't finish in 45 minutes, he has to do the month of shows wearing other SEC schools merch. I'll tell you what, from now until then, the hot take's going to be one of two things. You have to either give us a Mud Bums Hot Wings hot take, or you have to come up with the best, or you have to come up with the best punishment if I do not finish this 5K in under 45 minutes. So one of the two.
And we're going to throw something else, because since Trev and I are throwing shade at him.
Yep.
Yeah.
If he is there any way he finished under 30? Could he finish under 30?
No.
No way.
No.
Okay. If he does finish under 30, then Trev and I have to do something.
Yeah.
Are you good with that?
I'll tell you what. If I finish under 30, y'all have to do the Stars and Stripes 5K.
I'm in. I got no problem with that. You good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
me and you.
figure something.
The 7 a.m. on July 4th.
Yeah, we're good with that.
Yeah.
That's prom late season.
That's
7
okay.
a.m.
Dude, you'll be
Of
done
course,
by
yeah.
8, man. You'll still be able to go.
Look at him.
Mate, we'll figure something out.
Boys, I'm not doing it in under 30 minutes. I think y'all's July 4th plans are fine.
We shooting off fireworks. We're good. We're good.
If I do this bad boy in under 30 minutes in the span of training for 8 weeks,
He visited Lance Armstrong School of
Hey, I'll tell you what, we got a new sponsor next week that's coming on. And we'll start using. In fact, I think we got 2 because I think we got a training gym, and then we got somebody that's going to give you some medicine starting next week.
That's funny.
Oh mercy! All right, guys, let's get into the Ben Lomond rapid random questions. Trev, did you ever think of one?
Yeah, I came up with one.
Okay, good, because I didn't. Ben Lomond random rapid question gets you the highest internet speeds available in Warren County for your home or business, plus a Wi-Fi 6 router, a convenient app, and in-depth local 24/7 customer service for right at $2 a day. Because Ben Lomond connects, delivering internet
at the speed of life.
At the speed of life. Well, go ahead. Let's ask
I knew you were going to do that. All right, we were talking about this the other day. What's one restaurant or business that came in to Warren County that you thought was for sure going to be a surefire hit, and it didn't? It just didn't work out. Because my answer is easy, Bojangles. If you would have said put on the bingo card and you said you either have Fazoli's or Bojangles, I would have taken Bojangles 10 times out of 10.
I'll give you that.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
That Radio WBMC says if you lose the bet, you loose the bet.
Attaboy Connor.
Attaboy Connor.
Attaboy Connor.
My son must
I
type
didn't
that
get to go
right.
home and take a nap.
Hey,
John.
go back.
Yeah, hey, Jeff
I
went
never
Jeff
did
went home
either.
took a nap today.
Wow.
No, I actually didn't.
Oh, okay.
I never did.
I'm going. C-Dub gave me that information.
Yeah, no, I went home for 30 minutes. All I did was went and got.
He iced his knee.
You want to make you want to know how lazy I am? This is why I'll never finish in under 30 minutes. I went home and I DoorDashed food. I drove past.
the restaurant.
All of them.
Got home and DoorDashed.
As he was driving by, he goes, I believe I'll DoorDash it.
I'm never finishing in 30 minutes. I might not finish in 45.
Dude, that's crazy.
The Radio WBMC says if you lose the bet, you have to start at 7 a.m. and Raven can finish with your hour for 1 week. The only problem with that one would be I don't know if Justin Reed could do I don't think he can do the 9 to 10.
Fine, you have to come back in for that additional hour.
No, that's a punishment.
That is a punishment.
Hey, have you seen like the
Sorry, Raven, I'm just
the fantasy football punishments where they got to spend like 24 hours in a Waffle House,
yeah.
and then one pancake or one waffle,
Yeah, or take an hour
take an
off.
hour off.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That's not
That's not
punishment.
So
That's dessert, man.
What?
He'd finish that faster than the 5K.
I get to go sit in a restaurant for 24 hours.
Sitting there
Oh no!
He's thinking at the 2K mark. I get to go eat. I'm just
Yeah, but he has to go in. He can't DoorDash it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be.
No DoorDash for a month.
Yeah. No, you take me to a buffet and every plate that I finish, it takes like an hour off. At that point, I have one in mind right now. You said what was the question, Trev?
Like, what's one business that came to Warren County you thought was a surefire going to be a success, and then it just didn't work out?
Oh man, so you said you think Bojangles?
Yeah, and I mean y'all can say the same thing.
I'll say this much. Speaking of buffets, that Ryan's went out of business.
Yeah.
In Warren County.
In Warren County, you would have thought, man,
Those two go hand in hand.
Well, the rumor was always that Ryan's just wasn't making enough money because they're like, well, we'll charge X amount of plate, but no one ever really eats that much. So we're always winning on every plate. And it's like, the rumor was no, in Warren County we were never winning that battle.
Actually,
that guys like me coming in there like, oh really? I can get 7 steaks. Let me go ahead. No, for that one, I don't know. I will say this much: it was always. I think a lot of people have tried, and just after they first, I don't know if you'll even remember this. Right behind where Homeland was, there were the batting cages.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For the longest times. Yeah. And then they got rid, and then those left.
I didn't remember those. The other ones.
Yeah, and then I think multiple people tried to kind of get a batting cage back together, and I always thought someone will figure that out and it'll work. And I just don't know if anybody's ever really locked that down. Of course, I know someone donated the batting cage. Of course, it's not a machine batting cage, but I always thought something like that would have stuck, and I just don't know if it has.
Mine's gonna be just like you. You know, I'm a big Bojangles fan, so I have to drive all the way to Manchester.
I know. Another one that got brought up was CC's Pizza.
Yeah, CC's Pizza was a place. That was all you can eat buffet pizza. That lasted about like a hot minute, like 3.5 days.
I figured that'd be around longer.
That was over there by Ming's, was it not?
I think it was Ming's.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know.
Probably right.
Yeah, I don't.
Jeff Slankin, they had all you can eat buffet pizza.
It might have been when I was in college.
It had to be.
It had to because you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I was going to say even after Ryan's there was Sentosa, and those were some great days, Trev. Sentosa was a lot like Ming's.
I remember Ryan's.
No, Sentosa was a lot like Ming's, but then it was it became a battle between the two restaurants that they both seemed to realize one of us isn't going to make it. So then all of a sudden, a $6.99 lunch at like Ming's became $5.99 at Sentosa. So then the next week. A lunch at Ming's was like $4.99, and then at Sentosa it was like, okay, well ours is $4. It was like, okay, Ming's it's $4, but you get a free drink, and you're sitting there battling. I'm sitting there, dude. I'm eating like a king. For $5.
He left one, went to the other.
Yeah. And so I don't know. Yeah, but no, I don't remember CC's, but I do remember Sentosa.
Yeah, it was over there by Ming's.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was.
It was the Ming's building.
It was the Ming's building.
What about Baskin Robbins? That was another one that.
That's one that really surprised me. Really, the Baskin Robbins.
It lasted for a long time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it hey man.
Hey, now we got mud bums.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, upgrade.
Yeah,
for sure.
Upgrade.
I went over there last night. They took good care of me.
There's businesses that have lasted a long time here, and there's businesses that have lasted a long, long time here that just might not make it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I mean, dadgum, one of them got called out by the weather lady this morning.
Whoa.
Well, we don't have to go there.
Yeah.
Jason DeArmond. Jason DeArmond says Jack in the Box. Yeah, man. Well, I think they had a national chain, like something. The whole chain and nationally had some kind of. I don't want to. There was something that happened that I think affected a lot of their restaurants, and then all of a sudden, when people found out, it hit like 10 of them, like. No one would eat them anywhere, and I was like, "Man, that sucks."
It does suck.
Yeah, well, it really was because I was like, "It's not our restaurant." They had some really good cheesy potato wedges.
I've never had Jack in the Box.
Yeah, and plus it was one of the things that was great about Jack in the Box is 24 hours. So
you
actually
for a guy like you, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Now you can just
because now it's just McDonald's. Yeah, I mean now it's just like
Taco Bell's not, are they?
They don't even.
It closes like 3 a.m. though.
Yeah, I think it's like 2:30.
Yeah, but I mean, like I'll be going somewhere at like 3:30, 4 a.m. I'm like, I don't have a choice anymore. It's either McDonald's or you go in and walk in at Waffle House.
That's crazy.
You're just so bad at pre-planning. You have to go out at like 3:30 in the morning to go get food.
Yeah,
Jeff's going out to get lunch, and the sun's coming up.
Did someone steal your refrigerator?
No. I don't go shopping. What am I going to do? Cook with no oven? What are you talking about?
No, you could store fast. You could go ahead and buy fast food and just store it.
You don't store fast food, man.
No.
What are you talking about? Store fast food?
Come on, C-Dub. That may be the hot take.
No, that is a cold take.
Yeah, I can't.
No.
I can't wait to no. What?
No.
You think I'm going to get a 40-piece nugget and be like, hey, these 20 extra nuggets after I finish the first 20 are going to be amazing at 3:30.
Yeah. Go back in the freezer and get that triple I got.
I'm not saying forever, but like for a day, you're good.
No.
All right. Well, I came up with a question. So
good job. Tell us what's your Ben Loman question.
We've got here got our big Manning cast tomorrow night.
Yep.
Our debut show. What are you wanting to accomplish with this? We're looking at this show this time last year. We didn't know we'd be here. I think this is going to be a new level for us. What are we trying to accomplish tomorrow night?
I don't know. That's good. You got to.
I'll say one thing that I'm trying to accomplish, and I'm not trying to throw very much shade or anything like that. I'm hoping to accomplish that if it gets enough buzz, that broadcasting in general here takes an extra little step up in how the games are broadcasted and how they're put up there. Because I think we've I'll say this much. I'm very interested to see how Sullins reacts if he doesn't feel like the broadcast that we'll be watching and trying to react to isn't to the level that he wants it to be.
Well,
so in some aspects,
somebody better be on their game, because I'm going to be honest. Do we go there? Yeah, we're going there.
Yeah.
We go there.
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of basketball this year on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It better keep up, because our listeners, our viewership wants quality product.
Yep.
And for quality product, they've got to do a good job of that. So they
but more to your point about what I would hope this would be. Like I said, I just think it's another avenue of ways that people can consume the content, because Sullins. Should I set you up for your kind of hot take today, which was, hey, it's not like we're lacking for sports media coverage in Warren County, and now we're just providing another one.
I made this comment today. It seems that with all the coverage that we have, there's about at least 20 people in the media, and we would consider Trevor and I now in the media when it comes to Warren County information, when it comes to sports.
Mm-hmm.
You look at all the avenues. I don't want to name them, but there's a lot of them right now.
Yep. That'd be a long list.
I think the Cowboys and Lakers are jealous of the Warren County Pioneers, because the amount of coverage. We've got 2 to 3 team photographers.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 2 or 3 papers or journalists that are going on right now.
Yep.
We've got podcasts. We've got websites. We're fixing to do Manning Cast.
I was going to say, broadcasting the game.
I mean, there's some professional athletes down at the Titan Stadium that are saying, how in the world do those people have as much media coverage? It's going to grow.
It's like they must be churning out state champs in Warren County to have that much interest in it. It's like,
hey, we got to make it up somewhere.
Yeah. Not OJ's just trying his best.
What'd he say?
Have you tried having a quality product here at the Sports Authority?
Attaboy, not
Come
OJ.
on, OJ.
Yeah.
Come on, OJ.
OJ, you've been here for 2 hours, my man. If it's not quality, then I don't know what. Go home.
Remember, OJ, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, I would say that in some aspects of it, like I said, it's just another avenue to give people a chance to look at, see more of these Pioneers and Lady Pioneers, and hopefully, try to do this in other sports. Like you said, you pointed out flag football. I know that if this runs well, baseball. I mean, hey, we'll do basket. I think everybody would be very delighted to see Chris Sullins react to a basketball game. In fact, that would be very interesting. The fact that I would love to, we would need to simulcast it, and then we would need to then have a separate simulcast of Danny Fish watching Chris Sullins watch his team. Like it becomes the Bo Burnham skit where there's like the simulcast of it's the reaction to the reaction to the reaction to the reaction. But yeah, like you don't think like Danny Fish and his team, the moment they win a big game, especially if there's like a crazy play, that they're not rushing home and saying, "Dude, I gotta watch out. How did Sullins react to when this happened?"
Yeah. We're excited about that.
Yeah, that football, any sports, man.
Yeah, I think that's a good answer. I'm just excited for the doors that are open for the future for us as far as what we want to do moving forward with coverage of our sports teams.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's be honest, Trev. This is something that I think in some aspects you might want to break into at some point.
At some point.
But hey, you're doing a good job with that insurance sales, man. So you stick with that. Don't do anything.
Doubt.
Don't do anything to jeopardize that. But yeah, I think for that, Chris. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is it's just another opportunity to celebrate our fine Pioneers and Lady Pioneers in the community. And I think that
we'll have fun with it.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun with it, and hopefully in the next 24 hours, Trev can learn some of the signals. In fact, hey Trev, I got a text message where they sent me all the signals.
Oh, good.
What the penalties are. If it makes you feel better, Trev, I know all of them already. Man.
Good.
I wasn't gonna put you on the spot.
We would need that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Man, I want to make fun of Trev all the time, but then sometimes I don't prepare a question, and then I hope that I come to one at the very end of the show. I will ask this much, and this is for our content people out there too as well. Did y'all see like the viral tweet / TikTok this weekend that happened of the guy that was doing like getting ready for his day, and it was a guy. He was a really fit guy, but it was like he had like a 6-hour thing, and then everybody then immediately started mocking it, and really it was like 6 hours, and the whole loop was like every 15 minutes he was like pour out a bucket of water and dump his face in it, and I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here with this guy, but then the reactions and people doing it after the fact were absolutely hysterical. But I'm guessing that nobody else was on that Twitter feed.
Hey, my for you page, my for you page is not guys getting ready for work.
No,
my FYP.
I don't know.
I got crickets right here, boys.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the reactions were the ones that I got first, and then I had to find like what is everybody making fun of, because it was like this 4 a.m. dump your head in water, and then it's like 4:30 a.m. push-ups. 4:35 a.m. dump your face in water again. I'm like, what is going on? What did I miss?
Was it TikTok or marathon training?
I don't know, man.
Is that a bad dream or something?
Yeah. I don't know, but this guy was just obsessed with dumping his head in water, in ice water, over and over again. I was like, is that what I need to be doing to get ready for this? I have no clue. So no.
I'm out.
Well, pivot on that is pivot from that is I did make a point on my show today on the when it comes to like algorithms and everything where you have your For You page and stuff like that. Has there ever been something that popped up on your For You page or your Twitter that you're like, why do they consistently try to keep pushing me to this, that you're like, I'm not interested in this at all, but then all of a sudden you're like, but was I? Because then it just many times it pops back up that you're like, maybe they're telling me that I like this even if I don't think I did.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say I had talked about purchasing. It kind of answers your phone listening and what it pops up. I talked about maybe buying a smoker at some point. Well, then I kept seeing ads for smokers.
Yeah.
So I just went ahead and bought one because I was like, well, if I'm going to keep seeing it, I might as well get one. But
what was it? The cream cheese, cream cheese smoked
bologna and cream cheese.
Come on, man.
I remember that story. Selling's any years where you're just like, I don't think I'm interested in this. I don't know why you'll keep trying to show me this every single time.
Not really. I mean, 99% of mine is just going to be sports and those type of things.
Yeah.
So business stuff, but no, not really. I'm too old for that stuff.
I was the Facebook Reels. The one that I've gotten a lot lately on Facebook Reels is like the pimple popper thing, and I'm like, I don't know why.
I don't watch Facebook Reels, man.
Yeah, it's just like I'll be scrolling through Facebook and it's like post, and then Reels, and then every single one of them is either like pimple popper, which I don't understand why I'm on that one, and then right beside it, it's like. But look at all the things I ordered with $10 at McDonald's. I'm like, now I can understand why I'm on that one. I get that one. I don't understand the one beside it. Explain that one to me. How did I get on that one? I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Connor, I think, didn't you surmise that maybe I got on pimple popper because they're just like, hey, this guy has to have bad skin?
They're like, his teenage years were rough.
Hey, somebody did text me and say, does Jeff know all the DoorDash drivers by name yet?
No, but I guarantee you there's at least 5 to 6 different DoorDashers that are in Warren County that know like immediately where my address is. That they're like, oh, where's this house at? They'll see it and they're like, yep, know exactly where that's at.
They got to be the happiest people that you got your driveway fixed.
I would say so. And in fact, I did tell you that one DoorDasher did message me about that.
Really?
Legitimately did.
Yeah,
legitimately did.
Maybe you did.
Message me and they were like, hey, really glad that you got your driveway fixed. Really appreciate that. And I was just like, hey, message the city. Congratulations to them.
What our boys say? I couldn't see it.
We got to get that guy on here.
Said my For You page is filled with workplace accidents and OnlyFans models.
We got to get him in here. Hey, but we got to put a sheet over him or something. You know what I mean? Where nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, just ski mask or something.
Cody Darrell Campbell messaged me. I think he actually knows what I was talking about on that. So Cody Campbell, for your willingness to put out a couple of different things on what my potential punishments could be, and plus actually recognizing what I was talking about right there. We're gonna give him the Mud Bums Hot Wings Hot Take $15.
He deserves it. He's been a true fan.
Been around.
Yeah, he's been around.
Appreciate that, guys. Anything else that y'all want to wrap up, or anything we want to tease? Hey, we won't tease anything for next week. We're gonna tease tomorrow night. 6 o'clock. We'll be right back here in the
6 p.m.
studio. Lady Pioneers versus.
Next week, the one thing I will tease is I think Area 9 Special Olympics has got an event coming on. That may be something we cover a little bit next week.
Okay, Trev, do you even know who the Lady Pioneers are playing tomorrow night?
Nope.
If it makes you feel any better, their colors are almost exactly what your shirt is. If that gives you any clue.
Moore County?
Close, Cumberland County.
The Jets.
The Jets.
What do you the Lady Jets or Jetettes?
Jetettes.
I've gotten to the point now that I reference the Pioneers as the Pioneers and the Lady Pioneers as the Lady Pioneers, but everybody else is just whatever.
Okay, whatever.
Like if I'm talking about the other teams, the
Sparta
Jets.
Warriors.
Yeah,
Jets.
Now the Sparta
Warriorettes.
they get the Warriorettes because they do go by Warriorettes, and then Shelbyville is the Eaglettes. But like now anymore, like Coffee County, I'm like that's just the Red Raiders. I don't know. It's kind of. That might be another hot take for another man. You're just why do we have to have the separation anymore? Like with the Tennessee Vols, they're all Tennessee Vols. We don't have to have the Lady Vols.
That's a hot take that they tried to do a couple years ago. Didn't go over well.
Yeah, it did not go anywhere at all.
That was a loser.
Well, I'm glad we ended up on that. Cody, if you want that $15 gift card, come by the station. I got one for you. I can give that to you. And everybody else, be back next week, 5 o'clock. On the Warren County Sports Authority radio show on WBMC
I'll say this
97.7 FM. Go ahead.
One time, go Vols.
Go Vols.
Go Vols.
Thank you so much. We'll be back here tomorrow night.
Wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee